Hello, I'm here with the rainbow flag book tag that was created by LeeReader. I think I was tagged with Books with Wings. I don't think I was tagged with Books with Wings, but I saw her video and I knew I wanted to do this, and she's like, yeah, do it. So I'm putting a link down to the original creator of the tag, LeeReader, who's fantastic. I'm also going to put a link down to Books with Wings, who is also amazingly fantastic. So you guys can go and check out their videos. They're both fantastic. I have my rainbow cape. I love when I do videos of my rainbow cape. I literally would do all of the videos of my rainbow cape if I just don't. But yeah, I have that on. It's a flag. It's pretty. And we are doing the rainbow flag book tag. So it's like perfect today. So perfect. Okay, anyway. So yeah. Well, messing it up. We're messing it up. It's good. It's good. Really good now. Really good. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to be jumping into the questions. There's a question for every color which of the rainbow flag. It's all LGBTQ books. It's fantastic. It's lovely. You know how I feel about queer books. So yeah, let's just jump into this. First one is red. Red is on this side. Red. I'm going to do that now because I'm going to point to the wrong side. Red. And it is a book, LGBTQ book with a romance. For that, I'm actually going to go with Misfits by Garrett Lee. It is an MMM romance. It's a romance about these three guys, two of them who are already in a relationship and in an open relationship, and then this guy that they meet and they come together. And also this third guy in the relationship has Tourette syndrome, and I thought it was really interesting seeing an adult with Tourette syndrome a character like that, and also just the romance between these three is so beautifully done. Really, really applaud Garrett Lee on this book because it's fantastic. You don't see a lot of books with poly relationships at all, so I was really, really excited to read this book, and it was really, really, really well done. So, there. Next is Orange, a book filled with creativity. I gotta go with The 5 Stages of Andrew Brawley by Sean David Hutchinson. This book is completely filled with creativity, down to the chapter titles. Like, I didn't realize how creative and interesting the chapter title was until like midway through the book, when I was like, oh, like all these chapter titles are powers, and then they actually made sense in the story, even though there's no real powers in the story at all. Andrew writes comics, and so you like this comic about this guy named Patient F, so you get to see his comic strip throughout the book as well, which was really creative. It's just a beautifully creative book. I feel like all of Sean David Hutchinson's books are really creative and interesting. Like We Are the Ants is fantastic, amazing, and definitely should be read by more people. And I think 5 Stages of Andrew Brawley is definitely another story that people should definitely check out. Yeah, his books are just super creative. Go for it. Yellow is a LGBTQ character who's happy and positive, and I was thinking about this, and I couldn't not go with anyone but Jed from the Realm of Possibility. Jed is queer. He and his boyfriend finished beginning in the book. His boyfriend is the first chapter of the book. Jed is the last chapter of the book. But I feel like the moment where you realize how positive Jed is in the chapter right before that, where you meet his friend Lily. Lily has depression and seems like some anxiety, and you can just see Jed is kind of like this very positive force in her life. There's the chapter I'm thinking of is called Escapade, and it's just about how he'll show up when she's at her kind of like grayest moments, and be like, let's just go on an adventure together. And Jed is so beautiful and wonderful for that, and that friendship is so beautiful. And I love that also in that chapter you also saw some kind of worries that Lily had about Jed getting so close to Daniel, because he hasn't really been that close to someone before. And it was just cute and beautiful. Then the last chapter is called Possibility. It is Jed's chapter in this book, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and it's just Jed talking about how the realm of possibility, the realm of what is possible expands. And it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it's cute, and Jed is just so positive, and I love it. It is just wonderful. Like, honestly, he's fantastic. He's super, super happy. And I think those three characters are kind of part of the reason why I like this book. It's like 20 different characters and perspectives, but like, those are three of my favorite characters in this book by far. So, realm of possibility by David Levithan. I talked about that for a long time, I feel like. But it's just because I feel like more people should read this David Levithan book. So yeah. Green is a character who you relate to, and I had some trouble with this, but I'm going to say with Tariq from Two Boys Kissing by David Levithan. Tariq is an African-American gay male who experienced a gay bashing, and I think the part of the thing that I just kind of really related to with him was his thought process prior to, like, when it was about to happen, and after it happened, you could see him thinking about things like, how do they know it's me? Why are these people singling me out? And I've also totally been in situations like where he was, where someone like singled him out from across the way. But I was lucky enough to get away from those people because I was just lucky enough to, and he wasn't. And I think I just related to his thought process during that, like, the entire time. Like, do I present myself this way, or like the fact that he tried to not present himself as gay, that he tries to just kind of be normal, but he still got singled out anyway. I totally identified with where he was there, and so I just really identified with his character. I identified with how loyal he was to his friends. You saw that later in the book, and just the point that he's at the end of the book, where why these two boys beating this world record for kissing was so important to him. I totally related to him on that level. So I have to go with Tariq from Two Boys Kissing for this one. Blue is a book that talks about difficult issues. And the first book that I thought of on my shelf, a queer book that talks about difficult issues, is The Evolution of Ethan Poe by Robin Reardon. This book, it's the main difficult issue, I guess, is that it's talking about intelligent design and teaching intelligent design in the classroom. So, like, religion in the classroom, religion is separated from state, and all those different things. It's like a big debate that goes on in this book because of it. Also, some other issues. The main character, Ethan's brother, has body dysmorphic disorder. And this was probably one of the first books that I read with a character who had body dysmorphic disorder, and that was really intense. You see, this is a very thick book. There's some intense issues in this book besides that. And yeah, this is a rough book to get through for some people, but I really, really, really enjoyed it. I thought Robin Reardon did an amazing job juggling all of these different issues in this one book, and also dealing with Ethan's coming out and Ethan's trying to not get involved with this debate, but then actually ending up sort of caring about the people involved in the debate that's happening in this town. And so I really, 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 really enjoyed this, and definitely thumbs up to Robin Reardon for this book. I definitely want to read some more of her books. I have another one on my shelf that I haven't read yet, but I'm excited to get to it. Yeah, definitely love this book, and think more people should check it out. It's an older queer lit book, and I feel like because of that, more people don't get to it, because people, like, if this had came out more recently, I feel like more people would have known about it, you know what I mean? Like, people would have been repping it a lot more. It's just a little bit of an older book. But yeah, definitely go check this out. I love it a lot. Purple is a book that features an LGBTQ character that isn't the main character. The first thing I have is Two Parties, One Tux, and a very short film about the Grapes of Wrath. The main character is not queer, but his best friend is, and this book kind of deals with a little bit about him dealing with his best friend coming out to him and things like that. I actually like this book a lot more than I thought I did, but I went to this book with, like, super, super low expectations. Like, super, super low expectations. I did not think I was going to like this book. I kind of picked it up on, like, a whim because from, like, Book Outlet, and I actually really enjoyed it a lot. But that might just be because my expectations were a little so low. I don't know. I really liked it. Thought it was cute. Thought it was pretty funny at times, and I enjoyed it. And I'm going to put one more book, Blood of Olympus, or just not really Blood of Olympus, because Nico's character has a perspective in this book, but the Heroes of Olympus series, Percy Jackson series, is a character named Nico D'Angelo, who for the most part is a side character, and he does get his perspective told in this book, but for the majority of the book series, he's a side character, and I love him. He's like one of my favorite characters ever. I love Nico D'Angelo. So yeah, he's great. And he's also in the Trials of Apollo series as a side character again, so there you go. Just gonna go ahead and I had to throw that in there. I really did. I know. 2 books for the last question. What are you doing, Chris? But I just had to throw it in there, so there it is. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if I'm gonna tag anyone, but if you guys want to do this, you definitely should. I don't know if Joseph from The Boy Who Cried Books wants to do it, you should do it. If RC wants to do it, you should do it. So yeah. I don't know. People, anybody who wants to do this should totally do it. And also go and get a rainbow flag if you want to. I think some people, those 2 people I just mentioned, probably going to have one. I don't know. If you want to do this tag and you want me to tag you, just let me know and I'll put you in the tags in the description box. How about that? That works out well. Yeah, we're going to do that. Hope you guys liked the video, like I said. Like, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one.